Have you ever wondered why certain women seem to have a natural pull that captures attention wherever they go? It has very little to do with age or fitting society's idea of beauty. There is simply something about them that makes people notice, especially men. They leave a lasting impression, inspire curiosity, and effortlessly draw others closer. This doesn't happen because of luck. It comes from habits and attitudes they have built over time that make them incredibly attractive without forcing anything. Real attraction is never just about appearance. Makeup, expensive clothes, or perfect features can catch someone's eye for a moment. But lasting attraction comes from something much deeper. It comes from the energy you project, the confidence you carry, and the respect you have for yourself. In this video from the Feminine Code, I'm going to share 6 powerful behaviors that can transform an ordinary woman into someone impossible to forget. When you begin practicing these behaviors consistently, you'll notice people responding to you differently. Men will naturally become more interested, conversations will flow more easily, and attention that once felt difficult to receive will begin to come effortlessly. Stay until the end, because the 6th behavior is the one that surprises most women. Very few people realize how powerful it is, yet once you understand and apply it, the way others respond to you can completely change. So what really makes one woman unforgettable, while another fades into the background? Many people believe it's youth or physical beauty, but the truth goes much deeper than that. A woman who has gained wisdom through life often carries a stronger presence than someone much younger. The reason is simple. She has developed genuine confidence. She no longer questions her value or depends on constant validation. She understands who she is and stands firmly in that truth. Life has taught her important lessons. She knows exactly what she deserves and what she refuses to tolerate. Because of that, she becomes selective about who she allows into her life, instead of desperately seeking attention from everyone. She carries herself with quiet elegance and a touch of mystery. She doesn't reveal everything about herself immediately. She allows curiosity to grow naturally, and that keeps people interested. That is where true attraction begins. Men may notice appearance first, but what keeps them fascinated is a woman's presence and energy. Think about the women you've seen who don't fit every beauty standard, yet still seem to attract attention everywhere they go. Their secret isn't perfection. It's the confidence in how they walk, speak, smile, and simply exist. Their presence fills a room without demanding attention. The wonderful part is that this isn't a rare gift you're either born with or without. It's something that can be learned. These qualities are built through daily habits that anyone can develop with practice. Now let's explore the first behavior that can completely change the way men see you. Once you begin applying it, you'll likely notice the difference almost immediately. The first behavior is confidence, because people notice it before they notice anything else. Before someone pays attention to your hairstyle, your outfit, or your makeup, they instinctively sense how you feel about yourself. Nothing is more attractive than a woman who genuinely believes in her own worth. That confidence is reflected in the way she walks, speaks, smiles, and carries herself wherever she goes. A confident woman doesn't wait for others to tell her she's valuable. She already knows it. She doesn't ask for permission to shine or shrink herself to make others comfortable. She simply embraces who she is. Picture 2 women entering the same room. One is conventionally beautiful, but keeps her eyes down, avoids interaction, and appears uncomfortable in her own skin. The other may not fit every beauty trend, but she walks confidently, makes eye contact, and carries herself as though she belongs exactly where she is. Which one naturally attracts more attention? Most people are drawn to confidence because it creates a powerful first impression. The best part is that confidence isn't something reserved for a lucky few. It can be developed with consistent effort. Research from Webster University supports this idea, showing that people with high self-confidence are often perceived as more attractive, even when they don't match traditional beauty standards. Confidence communicates a silent message that says, "I know my value. I respect myself. I don't depend on outside approval to feel worthy." That energy is impossible to fake, and people naturally respond to it. So how can you begin building this kind of confidence in everyday life? Start with your posture. Stand tall, with your shoulders relaxed and your head up. Long before you speak, your body language tells people how you feel about yourself. Constantly looking down or making yourself appear smaller can communicate insecurity. Standing with confidence tells others that you trust yourself. Pay attention to the way you speak. Slow down. Speak clearly and calmly instead of rushing through every sentence. Women with genuine confidence don't feel pressured to fill every silence. They understand that calm, thoughtful words carry far more impact. Finally, never be afraid to take up space. Whether you're speaking in a group, entering a meeting, or simply walking through your day, allow yourself to be fully present. You don't need to apologize for existing. Your presence deserves to be felt. Always remember this simple truth. The way you treat yourself teaches other people how they should treat you. Now let's move to the second behavior, one that quietly increases attraction in ways many women completely overlook. A woman who isn't emotionally clingy naturally holds more influence in any interaction. Attraction often grows when there's room for curiosity. Have you ever noticed that someone who seemed distant suddenly becomes more interested once you stop making yourself constantly available? That isn't just coincidence. It's a common pattern in human psychology. A truly magnetic woman doesn't chase attention or depend on someone else's interest to feel valuable. She doesn't constantly seek reassurance or wait anxiously for every message. She understands that her self-worth exists independently of anyone else's opinion. The women who leave the strongest impression aren't the ones chasing after people. They're the ones who naturally inspire others to pursue them. Why is this so effective? Because people tend to appreciate what feels meaningful and valuable. When someone assumes they'll always have unlimited access to you without effort, they often become less intentional. But when your time, energy, and attention are treated as valuable, interest frequently grows stronger. You may have experienced this yourself. Perhaps you stopped sending the first message every time, or became more focused on your own life. Suddenly, the person who seemed uninterested began reaching out more often, finding reasons to talk, or paying closer attention. When someone realizes your world doesn't revolve around them, your value often becomes much more obvious. A little mystery keeps attraction alive. People enjoy discovering someone over time rather than having everything handed to them immediately. They appreciate feeling that earning your trust, attention, and time is something meaningful rather than automatic. This is where a woman's real strength begins to show. The woman who doesn't depend on a man to feel emotionally secure naturally shapes the relationship. She doesn't try to control him. Instead, she controls herself, and that changes everything. So how do you develop this mindset in everyday life? Stop making yourself available every second of the day. When someone knows they can have your attention whenever they want without making any effort, they often stop appreciating it. Instead of explaining your value, let your actions speak. Show that your life is already meaningful. You have goals, passions, friendships, and responsibilities. A man can become an important part of your life, but he should never become your entire world. When you live this way, you won't have to chase attention because it naturally comes your way. If you're constantly available, there's little opportunity for someone to miss you. Give him enough space to wonder about you, think about you, and become curious about what you're doing. Let him be the one to start conversations sometimes instead of always taking the first step. Most importantly, build a life that excites you. Don't waste your days waiting for a notification or wondering if he'll text. Invest your energy in hobbies, personal growth, your career, your dreams, and experiences that make you genuinely happy. Learn to enjoy your own company. A woman who is comfortable being alone gives off quiet confidence and independence, and that energy is incredibly attractive. Being emotionally detached doesn't mean becoming cold or distant. It simply means you respect yourself enough not to beg for love, attention, or validation. People naturally admire someone who knows their value without constantly trying to prove it. Now let's talk about another quality that naturally makes a woman unforgettable. The third behavior is creating a personal style that reflects your confidence from the inside out. Yes, appearance matters, but probably not for the reasons you've been told. Many women believe they need expensive brands, the newest fashion trends, or a perfect body to stand out. In reality, that's not what captures attention. What truly makes someone memorable is the confidence with which she wears whatever she chooses. A woman with a strong personal style isn't trying to copy everyone else. She chooses clothes that match her personality and make her feel authentic. Her style becomes an extension of who she is, and that's exactly why people remember her. Think about walking into a room and noticing a woman who carries herself gracefully. Her outfit isn't necessarily expensive or flashy, but it suits her perfectly. She doesn't need to speak for people to notice her because her confidence speaks first. Research highlighted by Psychology Today suggests that people are often attracted more by confidence and presence than by physical appearance alone. Someone who feels comfortable in their own skin usually appears far more attractive than someone who fits every beauty standard but lacks confidence. Your goal isn't to become someone else. It's to become the strongest version of yourself. Start by wearing clothes that flatter your body and make you feel comfortable. Every body is different, and that's something to celebrate. Learn which cuts, fabrics, and styles enhance your natural features. For example, if you have curves, clothing that defines your waist can beautifully highlight your shape. If your figure is tall and slender, softer, flowing pieces can create balance and elegance. Color also influences how people perceive you. Red communicates passion, confidence, and boldness. Black creates an image of sophistication, mystery, and timeless elegance. White represents honesty, simplicity, and calmness. Navy blue often gives the impression of intelligence, professionalism, and quiet authority. Earth tones create warmth, comfort, and trust, making you feel approachable. The same principle applies to your hair and makeup. You don't need dramatic looks to be beautiful. The goal is simply to enhance your natural features rather than hide them. A classic red lipstick can instantly boost confidence. Healthy, glowing skin often leaves a stronger impression than layers of makeup. A hairstyle that complements your face shape can completely transform your appearance. Don't overlook the power of fragrance either. Our sense of smell is deeply connected to memory. The right perfume can make someone remember you long after you've left the room. Whether you love floral, fresh, sweet, or woody scents, choose one that feels like an extension of your personality. Every time you wear it, it should remind you of your own confidence. Remember, true beauty isn't about perfection, it's about presence. When a woman feels comfortable expressing herself, people naturally notice. Now let's explore the fourth behavior that quietly increases attraction. Feminine energy has an incredible influence, but it's often misunderstood. Being feminine doesn't mean being weak, passive, or dependent. In fact, real feminine energy comes from inner strength. It's the ability to influence without forcing, to receive without demanding, and to attract without chasing. It's trusting that you don't have to control every situation to receive what is meant for you. It's remaining calm even when life feels uncertain. It's inspiring others through your peaceful confidence rather than trying to dominate every interaction. This is why some women seem effortlessly magnetic. They aren't constantly trying to impress anyone. Their calm presence naturally draws people toward them. Many women mistakenly believe they need to lead every conversation, organize every date, and carry every interaction to keep someone interested. Ironically, doing all the work often has the opposite effect. When you leave no room for someone else to contribute, they have little opportunity to invest emotionally. Trying to control everything also creates unnecessary pressure and slowly takes away the softness that makes feminine energy so attractive. When you embrace your feminine side, however, your presence becomes welcoming, relaxed, and inviting. People enjoy being around someone who doesn't force connections, but allows them to grow naturally. You've probably met women who immediately capture attention without trying. They don't wear the loudest clothes or compete with anyone around them. They simply walk into a room feeling grounded, peaceful, and confident. And people naturally notice. Research from the University of California has shown that men are often more attracted to women who display relaxed body language, emotional calmness, and openness, because these qualities reflect confidence and authentic feminine energy. That's the difference between demanding attention and naturally attracting it. So how can you strengthen your feminine energy? First, allow him opportunities to lead. If you organize every detail, he never gets the chance to show initiative. That doesn't mean staying silent about your needs. It simply means leaving room for him to contribute. If he invites you out, instead of planning everything yourself, simply smile and ask, "What did you have in mind?" If he's genuinely interested, he'll happily step forward. Second, stay present instead of constantly worrying about what comes next. Many women unintentionally create anxiety by thinking too far ahead. They wonder if he'll call tomorrow, whether the relationship is becoming serious, or what every message means. That pressure often changes the energy of the connection. Instead, enjoy each conversation, each laugh, and each shared moment without needing immediate answers. If he continues pursuing you, wonderful. If not, your happiness remains untouched because it was never dependent on someone else's choices. Finally, slow down when you speak. A calm, gentle voice reflects confidence, emotional security, and feminine strength far more than rushing through every conversation. The way you use your voice is one of the most overlooked parts of feminine attraction. It's not only about the words you choose, but the emotion, rhythm, and confidence behind them. Speak with purpose instead of rushing to fill every quiet moment. A calm pause can often say more than a long explanation. There's no need to sound aggressive or feel like you have to justify everything you say. Instead of answering immediately or over-explaining yourself, allow a little silence. Those brief pauses create curiosity, hold attention, and make your words carry more weight. Attraction isn't created by talking the most. It's created by making people want to keep listening. When you embrace feminine energy, you stop forcing connections and begin allowing them to happen naturally. You become comfortable receiving instead of chasing, trusting instead of controlling, and expressing yourself with quiet confidence instead of pressure. The beautiful part is that once you reach this place, you no longer seek everyone's approval. You become selective about who is worthy of your time, attention, and heart. Now let's look at the fifth behavior, one that can completely transform the way people experience you. A truly magnetic woman understands that conversation is an experience, not a performance. She doesn't feel the need to dominate every discussion or constantly prove how interesting she is. Instead, she creates genuine connection by making every interaction feel meaningful. She speaks with intention instead of speaking just to fill silence. She understands the value of well-timed pauses. She leaves room for curiosity, allowing conversations to unfold naturally rather than revealing everything at once. Many women unknowingly reduce attraction by talking non-stop, sharing their entire life story too quickly, or trying too hard to impress someone. But lasting attraction isn't built that way. Psychology research suggests that much of human attraction comes from nonverbal communication. Facial expressions, eye contact, body language, tone of voice, and emotional presence often leave a stronger impression than the actual words being spoken. The women people remember aren't always the loudest or the funniest. They're the ones who know how to create emotional connection through calm confidence, genuine curiosity, and quiet mystery. So how can you apply this yourself? Start by using eye contact intentionally. Your eyes can communicate warmth, confidence, and interest without saying a single word. Hold someone's gaze for a few moments before naturally looking away. Pair it with a soft smile instead of nervous glances. This simple habit creates comfort while also building attraction. Next, avoid revealing everything about yourself immediately. Mystery allows attraction to grow over time. You don't have to answer every question in complete detail during your first conversations. Leave room for future discoveries. You might smile and say something like, "That's a story for another day," or "You'll have to earn that one." Small, playful responses create curiosity and make future conversations something to look forward to. Another powerful habit is asking thoughtful questions. Instead of staying on the surface, invite someone to share something meaningful. Ask questions like, "If you could experience any moment in history, where would you go?" Or, "What's one dream you've never told many people about?" Or, "If failure wasn't possible, what would you choose to do?" Questions like these create memorable conversations because they encourage real emotions instead of predictable answers. Finally, pay attention to your tone and timing. Your voice has the power to completely change the feeling behind even the simplest sentence. Speak calmly, slow your pace, allow short pauses before important words instead of rushing from one sentence to the next. Rather than quickly saying, "That's interesting," slow down slightly, smile, and simply say, "Interesting," letting the moment breathe before continuing. That natural rhythm makes people lean in and pay attention. A woman who understands conversation isn't trying to impress everyone she meets. She focuses on making people feel comfortable, understood, and curious to know more. She combines meaningful eye contact, thoughtful questions, quiet confidence, and a little mystery. In the end, people rarely remember every word you said. They remember how your presence made them feel. Now let's move to the sixth and final behavior. One of the strongest forms of attraction is genuine independence. A woman with her own dreams, passions, and purpose carries a quiet confidence that cannot be faked. She isn't waiting for someone else to complete her because she has already built a life she genuinely enjoys. One mistake many women make is allowing a relationship to become their entire identity. But the healthiest relationships happen when two complete people choose to share their lives instead of depending on each other for happiness. This is exactly why independence is so attractive. A man doesn't want to feel like he's responsible for creating your entire happiness. He wants to become part of a life that already has excitement, purpose, and joy. Independent women don't spend their days waiting for texts or searching for constant reassurance. Their confidence comes from within. They have ambitions, friendships, hobbies, and goals that continue whether they're in a relationship or not. If you look around, you'll notice that the women who naturally attract admiration aren't necessarily the ones trying hardest to please everyone. They're often the women living full, meaningful lives that inspire others to become part of their journey. Their confidence comes from purpose, not from attention. So how do you build that kind of independence? Start by creating goals that have nothing to do with romance. Ask yourself what truly excites you. Maybe it's building a career, starting a business, learning a new skill, traveling, improving your health, creating art, or helping others. Whatever it is, invest your energy there. When your life has purpose, your confidence naturally grows because your happiness is no longer controlled by someone else's actions. Second, choose your circle carefully. The people around you influence your mindset more than you realize. Spend time with friends who encourage your growth, celebrate your victories, and inspire you to become better. Distance yourself from relationships that constantly drain your confidence or fill your mind with negativity. Public people strengthen positive energy. Finally, never stop growing. Keep reading books, learning new skills, exploring different places, taking courses, and challenging yourself to become wiser than you were yesterday. Growth makes you more interesting, more resilient, and more confident because every new experience expands your perspective. The most attractive women never stop evolving. At the end of the day, your greatest strength isn't your appearance, it's the life you build. You don't need someone else to rescue you or complete you because you already recognize your own value. That confidence creates a kind of attraction that lasts far longer than physical beauty ever could. And here's the most important truth of all. Real attraction has nothing to do with age. It comes from the energy you bring into every room, every conversation, and every relationship. If you've stayed with me until now, you've discovered that lasting beauty is built from within. It's reflected in your confidence, your independence, your calm presence, your conversations, your personal style, and the way you carry yourself every day. People rarely remember perfection. They remember the woman who made them feel inspired, comfortable, intrigued, and deeply connected. They remember the woman who was completely herself. As you begin practicing these 6 behaviors, you'll notice more than just changes in how men respond to you. You'll feel stronger, more peaceful, and more confident in every area of your life. Opportunities, relationships, and experiences often begin to improve because you've changed the energy you're bringing into the world. Attraction has never been about luck. It's about becoming the kind of woman who naturally reflects confidence, purpose, and self-respect. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these 6 behaviors already feels natural to you? And which one are you most excited to strengthen? Share your answer in the comments below. I always enjoy reading your experiences and learning from this amazing community here at the Feminine Code.